I thought that what would be really fun is that we play a game.
Oh.
And what we can do is let's just dive right into the quotes from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Okay.
You can read them to me in John Fisher's words, and then I'll provide my reaction to them.
I get to play John Fisher?
You do.
Okay, I'll try to do my best. Just subtract some millions from my bank account. And here we go. Okay, so they're on the teleprompter, and they're on your screen right now. So here's the first quote that you have me read. I own this team for a simple reason. I love baseball.
Karina? Can you just read the second quote for me?
Sure, okay. I have to admit, I probably like the cotton candy and Red Vines licorice more than necessarily liking the games. I myself mostly played racket sports in school. I'm sorry, I have to laugh.
It's funny, but it's not funny, right?
Okay, yes.
So here you have a guy who grew up a Giants fan, right? He isn't really seriously interested in baseball, but he says he is. He bought a team for $180 million. He could sell it for well over $1 billion, even $2 billion right now. Instead, he's relocating it to Las Vegas. Why? The love of baseball? No. The love of money. It's all greed. We can go back to the first quote.
Okay, back to the first quote. I am committed to fielding a competitive team and doing what it takes to win. Our plan includes continuing to develop our young, talented players through our system and going forward, retaining these players and signing free agents.
Okay, so they're saying here that if they get a new stadium in Las Vegas, suddenly they're going to spend money, right? Suddenly we're going to buy free agents. Suddenly we're going to be a competitive team, actually act like a real baseball franchise. Why? Because we're in Las Vegas now, magically. Well, John Fisher, again, since 2005 has been part of this ownership group. Who have they signed? Nobody. They have not made an impact signing at all in his tenure. The biggest contract they've signed, Eric Chavez. $11 million a year back in 2005, before Fisher was even in control. They've done nothing since. So to say that all of a sudden we're going to be competitors and act like a real baseball team, it's insulting to A's fans who've been at the ballpark and had to suffer through this ownership group being stingy, treating the team like a business, and pinching pennies.
Should I go on?
Yeah, let's read the next quote.
You want me to read the next one?
Read the next quote.
Okay, here we go. The reason that I haven't been as outwardly involved in media to date is that I really wanted the people running the team, Dave Kaval on the business side and Billy Beane and David Forst and others on the baseball side, to be the voice of the team.
Okay, so Dave Kaval, the A's president, was the voice of the team. They gave him an ownership stake so that John Fisher didn't have to talk, so John Fisher could hide, so he didn't have to go into the media. Where's Dave Kaval? Dave Kaval is not doing any of these interviews anymore. Billy Beane, he built Moneyball. Where's he? I haven't seen a quote from Billy Beane in years about this, and he is now the advisor for John Fisher. So if that's true, where are these people? Next quote.
Okay, next quote. Here we go. Rapid fire now. I feel that it's important that the people hear from me, because at the end of the day, that decision is mine. That decision needs to be supported by the owners themselves, but in the middle of an application for relocation is a decision that I chose to make. So I think it's really important that people hear from me about why that decision was made and what it means.
Okay, if that's true, John Fisher, hear me now. Any show on ABC7, any time slot, any broadcast, you have a spot right next to me. I will ask you real questions. I will be fair to you. I will not, however, allow you to do this interview and not let us record it. You need to sit down live and broadcast an interview where we can get a real Q&A, real pushback, real answers for A's fans. You are welcome. Any show on ABC7 News, we will clear it for you to sit with me and talk. Until then, I don't believe you.
And to kind of take your quote from Twitter today is, I think you're disheartened that he wouldn't do an interview with someone like you who knows you've talked to all the decision makers, all the players in this saga, right? You could ask him those hard-hitting questions, maybe not even hard-hitting questions, but those questions that would give the fans some real answers as to what happened, what led to this, based on some of these decisions, right?
Yeah, interviews without pushback are fluff. That's all it is. And you'll notice, I said it this morning before I saw any of the other interviews today, pay attention to who they talk to. Pay attention to who they talk to, because they're not going to sit down with somebody like me that will push them and challenge them. And if that's the case, what are they afraid of? What are they ashamed of?
Okay, are we ready for the next quote?
Let's keep going.
I think this is the big one, right? I have not considered selling the team. I've now owned the team with my partner, Lou Wolf. It's shocking, really, how time flies, but since 2005, our goal since then has been to find a new home and build a new home for our team.
Yeah, so he's trying to get a loan from Goldman Sachs that's going to have equity in the team involved. So essentially, he's going to be selling the team to a bank anyways. Where's all the money coming from? His family. Apparently, he doesn't have enough for himself, so he's now asking his family to help step up and pay for the loan. So rapid fire, let's keep going for quotes.
All right, we haven't made a final decision yet. Even if it's a fixed dome, we're talking about the dome in Las Vegas, it will have large openings and a lot of clarity in the roof structure and walls, that it will have the feeling of being outdoors, even though you have a roof over your head.
This will be fast. They sold a retractable roof stadium to the people of Las Vegas. Now they're saying it might not be retractable? Why does anybody listen to these people? Next quote.
Okay. We just recently submitted our relocation application. The commissioner has established a relocation committee that is going to review that, and it will then make its way to the other committees that will be reviewing it, and then to the full group of owners to vote on it.
How can they have submitted a relocation application? Where are they going to play after 2024? I don't know. How are you going to pay for it? I don't know. Is it going to have a retractable roof or not? I don't know. They don't know. How could they have submitted something if they don't even know the answers to it? I will leave it at that.
Whew. All right, this was fun, not fun, obviously.
You got to be a billionaire at least.
I did. I get to be a billionaire, play a billionaire for a minute or two.